How's everyone doing? Today I have an awesome-tastic haul. I've got a whole bunch of stuff, TV shows right here, and more Blu-rays, and a couple DVDs in here too. If you've seen any of these, definitely let me know what you think of them. This is kind of a mixture. There's a small package that I got, and then there was a small package that I had at an old address, which I don't know why people keep sending stuff to that address. I haven't lived there in over 2 years now. And then I bought some stuff from a seller who I've purchased on here before, which I've shown previous times. They get a lot of great items here that aren't, they're usually out of the norm. They're not your typical stuff that you usually see when people are selling stuff on different apps like 5 Mile, Let Go, OfferUp, or Facebook, or Craigslist. So I always try to jump on the stuff that they have. And I feel like they are raising their prices a little bit because they realize that, you know, they got some good stuff. The first couple times I got just amazing deals. And I think this deal is really good too, but the first couple ones were probably the best. But let's get on and get into it. First up, I got a package at my old address for Coach, the complete series, and Friday Night Lights, the complete series. The Blu-ray set for Friday Night Lights. Coach is just DVD. Again, I don't know why this was sent to my old address. I haven't lived there in over 2 years. It had been sitting there for at least a month, it looked like, but very happy to have these in my collection. This is created by Peter Berg and stars Taylor Kish, and that guy right now, I can't remember his name, but he's been in a ton of stuff. Really good actor. I love this TV show about a high school football team, but yeah, this is another one that I'm very excited for to revisit. It's been a while since I've seen it. Some great actors went on to do, kind of like started off, Kyle Chandler, that's who it is, as the coach right here. They started off kind of in this show and then kind of rose to prominence in other roles. But Kyle Chandler's been around for a while, but this was a really breakout performance for him. Taylor Kish, I really enjoyed John Carter. I know a lot of people didn't like it and it got terrible, you know, not necessarily reviews, but just didn't do well in the box office. It was kind of a bust. But I think it was more so to the marketing. They just didn't market it enough at all. I think the movie was excellent. But yeah, so very happy to pick that up. And then next up is Coach. This is a complete series. It's a 18-disc set. And I like how this one, they have all the Blu-ray cases like that for the seasons. But for the DVD ones, they just don't put as much effort in. I hate the way that these are represented. They're in these sleeves like that, where on one side you got that, and then on the other side you got that. It just, I hate that. Why couldn't they do cases? I know it's, you know, probably more cost effective to do it this way, but it just looks so cheap and I'm always worried about it getting damaged. I prefer the separate cases like the Blu-rays right there. But, you know, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth, I guess. So yeah, I got 2 seasons of Coach, or 2 sets of the complete series of Coach, which I used to love watching this as a kid. Craig T. Nelson was awesome. I love the whole cast. Jerry Van Dyke also in there. But he was a head coach for Minnesota State University, and obviously they're talking about football and family and life, and you know, all kinds of morals are taught. But really enjoyable. Definitely lots of nostalgia for me. I grew up watching this one as a kid, so very cool. 2 ones of that. I was going to say, the thing about this one is I'm probably going to do a giveaway for it, because they sent one to my old address, and then I never knew it came. And then they ended up sending me one at my current address. So, awesome. Great. So I will be doing a giveaway for that. I'll probably do, I don't know if I might do an unboxing for it. But then I've got 3 complete sets for Friday Night Lights, the complete series right there. So, one was sent to my old address, one they sent to my current address, and then one right here I bought from this person who was selling a lot, which I've purchased from them before. So there you go, 3 seasons right there of, or 3 complete sets of Friday Night Lights, the complete series, and there's a nice quote right there: "Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose." But definitely excited to revisit that show as well. It has been a while. Alright, and I got this sent to me from Mill Creek as well, Flatliners, the Steelbook. Really nice Steelbook. I remember initially when this came out, people were complaining about the price, but now on Amazon it's $10. $10 for a Blu-ray DVD combo Steelbook. That's amazing. I love this movie. I know there was the recent remake of it. I haven't seen the remake yet, but I really enjoy this one. I remember this one being super creepy. I remember the, like, very surreal feeling. I like the cast a lot in here too. Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon. I know you have some other people, Oliver Platt's in here, William Baldwin, and this is directed by Joel Schumacher. And I remember there was like the scene with the dog chasing, I think, young Kiefer Sutherland in it. Kind of nightmarish scenes in here. But yeah, and then I ended up getting another one of these from the person who I bought the lot from of movies. So let's go ahead and get into that. Next up again, another Flatliners Steelbook, and then in that same lot that they sold with the Flatliners Steelbook, and then the Friday Night Lights box set, the complete series on Blu-ray, I got some Twilight Time ones right here, which they've gotten some Twilight Time ones before, so very happy to pick these up because usually they're all limited to I want to say 3,000 each. Yeah, 3,000 each. And these usually Twilight Time is anywhere from like 25 to 35 bucks, so very happy to pick these up at a reasonable price. This is Captain from Castile. Looks very like old school Hollywood right there, kind of those like swashbuckling, but during the times of the Mexican Expedition and Spanish Inquisition. This guy he was a victim of the Spanish Inquisition, then a member of the Mexican Expedition. And along the way, he helps an Aztec slave and saves a barmaid. And so it looks like it's going to be some swashbuckling adventures right there. Play Dirty with Michael Caine. Set during World War II in North Africa. It's a combat war film. So sounds like it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. And next up is The Pirates of Blood River. Looks like this has got Christopher Lee, Oliver Reed, a few other people in here, so that's pretty cool. Again, looks like this is quasi-historical movie right here. So yeah, Hammer. Oh, so it's a Hammer Films adaptation right here. So that's pretty cool. So it's going to be a pirate movie. And again, I love what Twilight Time is doing. They're putting out a lot of movies that never had Blu-ray releases before. Granted, I feel like you know, people sometimes talk about the price point. I think it's worth it for some of these movies because they're not going to be released anywhere else. A lot of times they sell out and people try to flip them on eBay for ridiculous prices. And I think this is the way of physical media. It's going to go in this direction where they're limited runs and they cost a little bit more because that's just the way they do business. I mean, that's how it is done. Code Red is another one that does that too, where it's, you know, limited releases. It's a little bit more, but it plays into the cost-effective value of it. They're not like huge studios like Lionsgate, Warner Brothers, where they put out just tons and tons. They're limited to, you know, these ones are 3,000 each. Next up is I got from the same sellers, Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature, which I haven't seen the first one, but it looks like a silly, fun animated movie. They were selling these movies in a lot, so. Will Arnett, Maya Rudolph, Jackie Chan, and Katherine Heigl do the voices in here. I didn't know Jackie Chan did one of the voices in here, but Katherine Heigl is so stunning. But I know she's just doing the voice in here, but I just automatically think of her. But yeah, I like Maya Rudolph a lot, so Will Arnett's funny. So looking forward to checking this one out. I'm expecting just at least to enjoy the voice acting of it. The rest of it, I don't know, it looks a little wacky, maybe a little bit too juvenile, but for the voice acting, I'll give it a shot. And I'm sure it's probably going to be relatively a short film, hour and a half. That's actually a little bit more than a lot of these animated ones are. Next up is Brigadoon. This is a Warner Archive Collection release. Yeah, this one, this sounds really interesting. It stars Gene Kelly right here, Van Johnson, and Sid Charisse. And it's about this Scottish village that comes to life once every 100 years for only one day. So very kind of fantasy-esque Brigadoon. It looks like some romance going on there. Next up is Mary Riley. This stars John Malkovich and Julia Roberts. It's about the maid of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So that's an interesting perspective right there. And next up is the complete series of Man with the Camera with Charles Bronson. Young Charles Bronson. I'm always picturing him, you know, with the mustache and stuff. But he's looking more clean cut there. He's a combat photographer who now works in New York City as a freelance photographer, and he's trying to get all the shots and stuff. Maybe gets involved with some criminal cases, but looks interesting, and I like Bronson, so I'll check it out. Look at that old school camera, awesome. But so there you go. Those are the lot right there that I got from that seller. Let me know if you've seen these movies, TV shows, and what you think of them. And should I do like proper unboxings or just include them in like a Blu-ray DVD update in the future for the big box sets of the TV shows? Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment or video response down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.